So today we have with us Manish Singh. He's a die-hearted Android and Kotlin developer. You can say a Kotlin crazy fan. And also currently he is working at Unacademy, and he also has a great experience in custom view. And so today we will learn a lot of things from him. So without wasting any time, hey developers, let's get started. So yeah, so welcome here to our show, and so would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. So, guys, basically, my name is Manish, or I have completed my BTech from IPU University in
Okay.
2021. In IPU, as you know, it's a three-tier college, right? So in that, basically, I am from EC background. So in the EC, I love first year. It goes around basically exploring the microcontroller, microprocessors like Arduino, Mega, and then after that, I get into the Raspberry Pis. So that was a crazy journey to having these
Okay.
experiences. Then there is a lot more robo race, robo war was happen in every college fest,
Yeah.
right? So I I used to go
Tech
there
fest
and
vibe.
win, right. I used to go there and win some 3,000 and 4,000 rupees from there. So that was a crazy experience. So yeah, after that I figure out ki, okay, these are the cool things. I getting some money from there, but there is I should explore some other things. So after that, in second year, I start participating in the hackathons with
Okay.
the open CV. I love to explore different languages, right? So first I explored C++. I make a one game in C++,
Okay.
just for showcasing in friend show off के लिए बनाया था। उसके बाद आई फाउंड इंटरेस्ट इन दैट कि ओके ठीक है, सी प्लस प्लस में गेम बन गया तो मोटिवेशन इज लाइक हाई हो गया पूरा। देन जैसे मोटिवेशन हाई हुआ, देन फिर मैंने जावा सीखा। फिर जावा जावा से सीखने के बाद मेरे को ओपन सीपी में बहुत मजा आने लग गया। मतलब पता नहीं, पाइथन थोड़ा सा सीखा था बाद में,
अच्छा।
फिर ओपन सीपी
ओके।
करने में बहुत मजा आने लग गया। फिर देर इज अ वन हैकाथॉन, ए स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकाथॉन, वो
हम्म।
हुआ था SIH। सो उसके अंदर हार्डवेयर एडिशन में मैंने पार्टिसिपेट किया, और
ओके।
फाइनली वी गॉट विन इन 2029 2019, या वी गॉट विन दिस हैकाथॉन। तो फिर तो मतलब मोटिवेशन लेवल इज लाइक यहाँ पे
तो
है।
एकदम
तो
मतलब
उस
टॉप लॉन्च है।
एकदम टॉप नॉच पे पहुंच गए कि यार नेशनल लेवल हैकाथॉन जीत लिया अब तो उसके बाद हम लोगों ने मतलब उसके मिड मिड जर्नी में ही मैंने एंड्रॉइड चालू कर रखा था, लेकिन एंड्रॉइड इज नॉट लाइक कि मैं बहुत ज्यादा कर रहा था। लेकिन फिर जब जैसे ही हैकाथन खत्म हुआ, फिर उसका 3-4 महीने थे, तो मैंने फिर एंड्रॉइड को बहुत ज्यादा सीरियसली काम किया उसके ऊपर। फिर
ओके।
एंड्रॉइड को अच्छे से किया, और फिर जावा के साथ ही एंड्रॉइड कर रहा था, और उसके साथ साथ जैसे ही फिर छुट्टियां पड़ गई बीच की, तो उसमें उसमें मैंने दो तीन है इंटर्नशिप्स, मतलब 3-4 महीने में मैंने दो तीन इंटर्नशिप्स किए खूब। इसके ऊपर ही इंटर्न साला उस समय पे चलता था, तो इंटर्न साला से
हम्म।
बहुत सारे इंटर्नशिप्स मिल रहे थे। तो इंटर्न साला से इंटर्नशिप्स किए, फिर इंटर्नशिप्स करने के बाद मतलब वहां पे काम मिलता था, बट काम वाज नॉट दैट मच गुड, है ना। तो मतलब बहुत सारा काम करवाते थे वो लोग, मतलब ऐसे बोलते थे कि 2-3 घंटा काम करवाएंगे, और वो 8 घंटे का पूरा
आठ
जॉब होता
घंटा
था, लगता था।
हाँ, मतलब फुल टाइम जॉब
पूरा
ही हम
जॉब
कर
होता।
लेते थे उस टाइम मतलब।
हाँ राइट, वही तो। फिर मैंने बोला कि ठीक है, मतलब ये तो अच्छा है, बट लेकिन पे वाज नॉट गुड, और फिर उसके
या
बाद
दैट्स ट्रू।
मतलब सीखने को भी उतना कुछ नहीं मिल रहा था। तो फिर उसके बाद मैंने जाकर के एक्सप्लोर किया आपका ये बहुत सारे फ्रीलांसिंग वेबसाइट थे, राइट। सो आई एक्सप्लोरिंग दोज फ्रीलांसिंग वेबसाइट। सो वो फ्रीलांसिंग वेबसाइट जैसे गिग्जो था, उस समय नया नया निकला था गिग्जो। आई थिंक कपिल देव ने उसको फंडेड किया था, इंडिया का वेबसाइट है। आफ्टर दैट देर इज अपवर्क करके एक वेबसाइट है। सो अपवर्क पे प्रोफाइल सेलेक्ट होना इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, आई थिंक। सो वो कैसे कैसे जुगाड़ लगा के हम लोगों ने कर लिया प्रोफाइल सेलेक्ट उस पे। और
अच्छा।
फिर वहां से हम
ओके।
लोगों ने फ्रीलांसिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह कैरी आउट करने चालू किए। सो फ्रीलांसिंग प्रोजेक्ट फिर वही था कि मतलब हैकाथॉन्स में जा रहे हैं, और फिर साथ के साथ फ्रीलांसिंग प्रोजेक्ट, मतलब महीने में एक या दो फ्रीलांसिंग प्रोजेक्ट उठा रहे हैं, और उसको कंप्लीट करके, और फिर उधर से जो हो रहा है सो हो रहा है।
हम्म।
सो ऐसे करके चीजें चल रही थी। फिर उसके बाद फाइनली जब लास्ट टाइम में आया, तो फिर हम लोगों ने फोर्थ ईयर के अंदर मैं और मेरा फ्रेंड बहुत सारे हैकाथॉन्स में पार्टिसिपेट किया, मतलब जो जहाँ पे हैकाथॉन होता था हम लोग पहुंच जाते थे बेसिकली। आफ्टर
वही।
दैट वो जैसे ही वो वाला फेज खत्म हुआ, सो आई थिंक अर्नव भैया ने मैसेज किया फॉर सम फ्रीलांसिंग प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ अन अकेडमी, मतलब रोमन सैनी सर का।
ओके।
सो ही वाज एन स्टेजिंग आइडिया में, एक वर्थ इट करके ऐप है वो था, तो मतलब स्टेजिंग आइडिया में था, ही जस्ट वांट अ एमबीपी। सो वो प्रोजेक्ट किया, फिर उसके बाद उस वैसे जैसे वो प्रोजेक्ट खत्म हुआ, देन आई गॉट अ वन यूएसए का एक प्रोजेक्ट मिला। उसको कंप्लीट किया, और मील वाइल जैसे ही मेरा बीटेक खत्म हो गया ऑलमोस्ट, मतलब बीटेक के एंड पे पहुंच गया मैं।
हम्म।
और जैसे ही बीटेक एंड पे पहुंचा, तो मेरे ख्याल से 1 या 2 मंथ बचे हुए थे, और उस समय कॉलेज में कंपनीज आ रहे थे लाइक टीसीएस, इन्फोसिस, ये सब चल रहा था। तो मतलब मैंने तो देख लिया था कि टीसीएस इन्फोसिस में जाऊंगा तो वहां पे तो ऐसे भी, मतलब पहली बात तो काम पसंद का नहीं मिलेगा, कि एंड्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट ही जरूरी नहीं है कि वो एंड्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट करवाए मुझसे,
हाँ
वो कुछ
वही।
भी किसी भी पॉड में डाल देंगे मुझे। तो फिर मैंने वहां कॉलेज में एक कंपनी आई थी ऐप इन्वेंटिव करके। उन्होंने बोला कि ऐप बनाएंगे, और फिर ट्रेल करके कंपनी थी, 2 कंपनीज आई थी जो कि मतलब लग रहा था कि हाँ ये ऐप के लिए ही सिलेक्ट करेंगे, तो दोनों में मैं सेलेक्ट हो गया था। तो मेरे पास एक वो था कि ठीक है, मतलब इन कंपनीज में तो है, सिलेक्शन हो चुका है इनका, देखा जाएगा बाद में। फिर उसके बाद दीज कंपनीज आर स्टार्टिंग फोर्सिंग मी फॉर साइनिंग बॉन्ड। तो मैंने फिर
या
उस समय तो मना कर दिया, मैंने बोला नहीं नहीं, बॉन्ड तो साइन नहीं करूंगा।
these are the things that every fresher are gone through. Actually,
हम्म
most of the companies nowadays giving bond. So,
हम्म
if culture is good, then it's no issue.
हम्म
Just like my company's
हम्म
culture is really good. But if company's culture is not so great and up to the mark,
हम्म
then
हम्म
actually people struggles, I think.
राइट, डेफिनेटली, मतलब ये इशू होता ही है कि बेसिकली ये बॉन्ड वाला जो इशू है, एवरी फ्रेशर फेस। बट आई
Yes.
विल से कि बी कॉन्फिडेंट,
Hmm.
इस ट्रस्ट ऑन योर स्किल, बिकॉज
Exactly.
you are working on these things, right? Make yourself different from other people's, right? Don't stick on the DSL go wala stuff.
Exactly.
Do development, because you are developer, you should love to make things, right? You should not love to make just getting into job.
Yes.
Job is not a
Exactly.
end goal. End goal
Exactly.
is your experience with the technology, right? So increase your experience with the technology, and whenever you get increases, companies are crazy for these kind of developer. They are finding for them, they are investing a lot of money,
Exactly.
for finding these kind of developers. So don't lose your hope.
Hmm.
Work hard. Basically, that is the only key point I can say. Ki work hard on your technology skills, and you will definitely land into the good job. That's a very big chance of that. So that is all about my journey from starting to end.
Oh,
Or
that
now I am
was,
working in an academy. Yeah.
yeah, that is really great. So, Bhaiya, what influences you the most in the world of Android? That you choose Android. Why not other stuffs?
First of all, it's a very this answer I would say ki like, this is the only thing I introduced, right? Before that, I was introduced with the hardware things, right? Like
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually I feel the passion, when I'm making the project, it's like it means I'm not that kind of person who basically work on the one project for a 1 year. I'm not that kind of person. I love to work in crazy stuff.
Crazy stuffs. Yes.
I if I basically start making the project, so I will decide if it is taking 2 months. So I will make a one challenge for me, complete it into 20 days, 25 days. So it's like my, for me it's like a मतलब खाना पीना छोड़ करके बस ये काम करने का अपने को. So because कोई भी problem जब when I figure out the problem, right, so I can't sleep. This is the you can say good quality or bad quality of minds,
Hmm.
because I
Actually,
I
great,
I
Bhaiya.
travel. Yeah, I travel a lot because of that, because I whenever I got problems, right, ki there is any bug or any things in my application, I go forward and solve this bug, and after that I got the relief. Yeah. So that is the thing. So that is things I think look like a passion, right, for me. So time doesn't matter for me for Android app development. For the other things, like when I go for the machine learning, so I figure out ki, okay, I am basically just like implementing the libraries and
Libraries,
getting the
exactly.
results. Yeah, so that's not the thing I want to. I want to make the thing from scratch, right?
Hmm.
And in that, basically library development, making the UIs, right, the custom views, these things makes me crazy for the Android app development. Because when I introduced to Canvas with my one of my friend Ankit, he introduced me for the Canvas, and he told
Hmm.
me, okay, you can make these kind of UI, you can make anything with that. And even we try to implementing some mathematics and physics into those things. So that was a crazy thing we do. Or we basically make few libraries on XML. So that was a crazy thing. Like we are implementing what we learn. Uh, Basically, we are learning whatever mathematics and physics we are applying
Hmm.
on that. So that was a crazy thing. I think that's makes me interest in Android. Yeah.
Got in. Really interesting. So here
Mhm.
you have told that you have won that Smart India Hackathon on
Mhm.
2019, I guess. And
Yeah, yeah.
what was your journey on there, and how you suggest that how one can participate in just this kind of hackathon, and what should be the strategy to win this kind of hackathon as you are a winner?
So basically, a Smart India Hackathon. So basically, in the Smart India Hackathon, let me tell you about the process first, right?
Okay.
So process is all about ki there is a multiple companies, they come with the problem statement, right? What
Hmm.
they are facing in their daily life, or they are thinking of ki if that problem getting solved, then they gonna optimize their revenue or whatever, right?
Hmm.
The whatever R&D projects they have, they put on the portal. Or they in my time there is a three kind of problem. One is the basically I think one star, 2 star, and 3 star. These kind of I think problem was there.
Okay.
Like there is a one problem which have a cash price of 1 lakh, then 75,000, and then the 50,000. I think that was the I think uh, problem statement was there. So we try to analyze the problem first analyze the problem, think about the questions ki what kind of solution they want, right?
Hmm.
Think about that. They want automated solution or manual solutions, what kind of solution they want. Understand the problem statement first. Once you get understand the problem statement, try to give the solution which is feasible. You don't try to give the solution which is not feasible for now the world, because they have done the R&D, right? They have done a little bit of R&D, they have done many of the things, but they got stuck at some point, right?
Hmm.
And then they are coming to you, right? So you have to think about a new perspective. They want a new perspective, out of box perspective. That's why they are
Okay.
coming to on that platform, right?
Hmm.
So so try to think about that. They don't want a full product which gonna placed into market. They want a product with the MVP. Like they have if you have a basically 60% 50% running model,
Hmm.
they gonna fund you. They're gonna basically develop this model, and then they're gonna place into market, right? But they
Okay.
need a 60-70% working model. Once they get those things get clear, and you have a idea of 40% ki 40% ko kaise we can make, right? So
Hmm.
if you have that idea, then you gonna win. That is the only thing I would say. Then then first submit your idea, then they will send you to make a prototype, and then make a video, right? So make a prototype and videos,
Okay.
whatever you have made, right? And
Hmm.
once you get made these things, then I think they have call you for the final round, right? Once you get into the final round, then they will give you all the things which you needed. For us, we are from the Myco company. There is a agriculture based company.
Hmm.
We make basically robotic arms there. So robotic arms,
Okay.
what it do, basically it's suck the cotton from the cotton tree, right? There is a cotton plant, and from
Okay.
there they are basically sucking the cotton. By the open cv and machine learning, we basically detect the cotton. And once it get detected, then we basically we basically take the distance between that, and then we align the robotic arm according to that, because of the there is a complex inverse kinematics
Mm-hmm.
calculation.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we align that arm, and then after the aligning, they basically, there is a vacuum pump which basically suck the cotton and
Hmm.
pick this into the one bag. So that was the our idea. We submitted there, and we finally got win. Yeah, so that is all about. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here you also have done a lot of freelancing. So if someone wants
Hmm.
to start his freelancing career, so how one should
Hmm.
start? That they
Uh,
in
mhm,
current market scenario, if you
mhm.
can give a overview on that.
Yeah, so for freelancing, I would say first, if you are fresher, you are new into the freelancing, first try those websites. Those are not very cluttered, right? They,
Okay.
in those, basically there is not that much of people. Like freelancer.com, they have a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to basically stand out from the crowd, right? Once you get a stand out, then you get the projects, right?
Hmm.
So at my time, there is a one company, I think Gigzo, right? So
Okay.
Gigzo, what it do? It's have a basically that was a time, I think Gigzo was started very initial phase of starting, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They have a, even they don't have a automated system, like if you want, you can get the number of client too. So
Okay.
that was the thing
Okay.
in Gigzo. So I get into the Gigzo, and there's a many, no more freelancer was there.
Hmm.
That was the first Indian company. They got the freelancer, they got the project by approaching the companies, right?
Hmm. Okay.
So 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 basically, I got there, and after that, I got few number of projects from there. Then
Hmm.
I apply for the Upwork. Then on Upwork, I make the portfolio and submit that portfolio. Then I got the verified account on Upwork, right? And
Okay.
once you get the verified account on Upwork, because Upwork is a more of the machine kind of thing, right? They don't basically don't there is a no any person who gonna
Hmm.
review your application.
Hmm.
If you are there is a some keywords, if you false those keyword, then it gonna reject your application, right? So I figure out the thing, and then I make the portfolio and then share those portfolio them, and I got selected. So
Okay.
start first choose the good website, and once you get choose the good website, then try to do work in a small amount of money, right?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
big freelancer don't come in your bid, because they have a higher charges, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
If you are starting, then do work with the some discount, right? Once you do work with a discounted price, then you get lot of work. Then once you get the 10 or 20 projects, after that you can increase your hourly charge, and you can make money from there. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Bhaiya. So Bhaiya, now you are at Unacademy. So what was
Mhm.
your interview process, and you and how a current fresher can join in Unacademy, and how he or she should prepare for that for Android
Yeah.
development?
Yeah, so Unacademy have a pretty cool process for hiring developers, right? They don't much force on the DSL Go stuff for the Android
Okay.
app
Okay.
development, at least. They basically, if you have a good skill into development, they will
Mm-hmm.
judge you according to your development skill. If you have a good skill into the DSL Go stuff, then they will judge you on the DSL Go stuff. So
Okay. Okay.
you just tell to the your hiding whatever people is connected with you, talent acquisition person
Mm-hmm.
or HR. So you tell them ki, okay, I am good in these field. So they gonna rate you they will tell you, okay, development mein how much rating will you give, and how much
Mm-hmm.
rating for the DSL Go, right? Then
Okay.
there will be a round for the DSL Go, but that round is should be a very easier round as compared to
Mm-hmm.
the uh, the person who is more confident on the DSL Go stuff, right? So I was more confident on the development stuff, not on the DSL Go stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I basically do a lot of practices on last 2 months. I tried almost the 200 to 300 questions, put it on the GitHub, make the portfolio, but
Okay.
I didn't understand well. I don't know. I even now I don't know the graph, how graph work.
Same
So
here.
so so I'm not a crazy person who love crazy about the that DSL Go stuff or competitive programming.
Mm-hmm.
I love development. So yeah, so once you basically tell them, then they're gonna arrange you the 5 or 6 round according to what the process have, right? They have a 5 round, right? And
Okay.
one round, once basically they have some doubt or something, then they gonna arrange one round more. So first round is always a DSL Go round, as always. So that should if you have a tell that ki, okay, I was a 9 out of 10. So okay, you gonna have that round very crazy. That's a you can face a question of graph too.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah. So otherwise, if you tell ki, okay, I am not that much good, you will get only question of string arrays and linked list, stack queues. Yeah,
No,
basically you
the
have to.
minimum data structure knowledge I have, data structure algo knowledge, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that kind
Mhm.
of harder level question I have solved. So.
Yeah, so don't need that much of higher level question, I think. Just you should know about the what array is, right? How
Mm-hmm.
you can use array. You should know about the two-pointer algorithm at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the small, pretty small things. Didn't need to practice lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Try to practice 10 questions for the array at least, right? The good questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Good questions of arrays. And I think there is at that time there is a pep coding kind of thing. There is a one website, pep coding, right? They have
Yes.
written down all the DSL Go things for free. Right now is also free, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I
It's
use
free
that
actually.
thing. There they have a basically basic. They have a three level, one level, second level, third level DSL Go, I think. I just completed one level. After that, I didn't able to make that much of motivation in myself कि मैं वो
Mm-hmm.
उसे complete करूँ दूसरा और तीसरा level. So after that I got selected into Unacademy. I was very happy. Okay, ठीक है, DSL Go का इतना ही काम था, हो गया. So after that, once your DSL Go is done, then you have a development round. So in my case, there is a one development round with my manager. So that was a basically whole about your Android key. Okay, what is MBVM, and what is
Okay.
that is the more
Mm-hmm.
about the architectures
Mm-hmm.
of MBVM. Then life cycle, right? Then you have a whatever you will say to the interviewer, they're gonna ask you about that, and they're gonna ask you about why and how.
Okay.
Basically, how you are thinking about and
Mm.
why is it needed, right? Do they more focus on these things. If you have that knowledge, then you're gonna clear that round, right?
Okay.
And nowadays I think at that time there is a, I think, Amit Sekar sir, they have make a one GitHub repository, right? Android
Mm-hmm.
interview
And
questions,
and during interview
right?
questions, yes.
Yeah, that is very helpful, I think. You should go and read those interview questions. That is very helpful for the fresher job.
Okay. Okay, Bhaiya.
uh, so after that, once you read those interview question, I would not say ki read whole the interview question, because it's a lot, I think. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
at least read top 100, top 150 questions, I think. If you will read, your theory will be cleared. Basically, I was a self-taught developer, so
Mm-hmm.
I have many loopholes in my knowledge, right?
Exactly. Same
That's
here.
that's basically pour those knowledge. So yeah, you should go and read those document repository. Once you read, once that round completed, then you have a basically your live coding round, where
Mm.
basically developer come and hey, basically your interviewer will tell you any scenarios, right?
Mm-hmm.
uh, and you have to code that scenario. You can use Google, you can use whatever stuff, you can ask question to the programmer. He also give you hint you are stuck at some point. Just catch those hint, right? So once you clear that stuff, one crazy thing happened with me, like that assignment is basically should be a first part of the interview, but in my case it was the last, because
Okay.
I was um, I my basically feedback for the DSL Go was not that much good, because I
Mm-hmm,
didn't
mm-hmm.
clear the edge cases. Basically, I stuck on the edge cases, or the interviewer was thinking of ki, okay, I should clear all the edge cases, right? So
Okay.
I told him ki, I'm not good in the DSL Go stuff. So okay, then he gives me a one take home assignment. Ki, okay, make a one weather app, and in the weather app, basically you should basically all the error cases, right? All the error cases should be there visible, they should be visible there, right? In the
Mm-hmm,
toast format, or in whatever format, card format, you can say.
mm-hmm.
There is a one weather API, I think. I am not sure. That is a free API. They told me, "Okay, okay, just use this API and make the weather app."
Okay.
So I make that weather app, and then basically I make the very cool README file. I would say I will share you that repository. Yeah. So in that, basically I try to cover all the things. Whatever the assumption I have, I try to put that assumptions. Okay, what I am assuming, what kind of things I didn't able to solve because of the time constraint, I put those things also. And also I put that whatever the architecture I have used, whatever the
Mm-hmm.
libraries I have used, retrofit or whatever things I have used, I put all those things into the readme file. Even when they reviewed the course, they are very happy about the documentation, and they are very happy about that readme file. They tell me, okay, you made this readme file, that's help us a lot to make that project and build it, and yeah, read this project. So yeah, these all things, then after that you have a basically hiring manager round and your HR round, and you got selected.
Okay, cool. So many of you who are listening this, maybe it will helpful for you. And so coming, thank you, Bhaiya. So coming to our next question. Bhaiya, you have
Mhm,
learned a lot on custom view, and you have explored also Jetpack Compose. There we also
mhm,
can do this kind of cool UI stuffs. So what you suggest
mhm,
in this day at present, that should we learn
mhm.
custom view separately with XML, or we should proceed with Jetpack Compose?
For the custom views, first you have to clear the funda of custom views, right?
Okay.
The custom view is all about you are making the cool stuff. So
Mm.
if you have anything like, for example, you have a weird graph, right? And that graph is there is a no APIs, or there is a no libraries which gonna give you that graph, right? So then you are figure outing the way, okay, I have to make this implement this graph on my own, right? Once you basically think about that, right? Ki I
Mhm.
have made this thing on, then you are figuring out ki, okay, I have to make that jetpack yani ki I have to basically use XML or jetpack compose custom views, whatever you have to you want, you basically making those things on there. Other thing is the most common thing basically for the developer.
Mhm.
uh, Mostly developer use custom views for their fun, right?
Yes.
Fun with the Android app development,
Yeah,
because
that's
that
true.
is the only thing. Basically, in my company too, I use only one or twice time custom views. Otherwise, even because I was in a design system team, which makes a UI toolkit, right? All the toolkits, all the visits for the developers, right?
Okay.
So there I basically use the one or two types that custom view wala thing, right? So I would say for that, don't get into the confusion of this ki you should start with the Jetpack Compose or XML wala thing, right?
Hmm.
Start with the anyone, right? Whatever
Okay.
knowledge you have, right?
Okay.
Start playing with the canvas. Once you start playing with the canvas, you will fall in love with the canvas, right? Once you get fall in love with the canvas, then you have a tremendous there is a sorry, uplapse, right? There's a many animation, there's a many custom views those designers have thought of ki, okay, that
Hmm.
should be the button, toggle button should be look like, that should be the things should be look like, behance is there, table is there for the inspiration, right? You can go and take the inspiration from there and start implementing to your code in
Okay.
your canvas. So then you will get love into those things. Yeah, then 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 if you love, then you can explore can Jetpack Compose. And Jetpack Compose canvas is very easy as compared to the previous one,
XML.
right?
Okay. The
So
view
yeah,
system.
yeah, it's a very easy. They have give you like a cream stuff to you. Okay,
Okay.
these are the creams. Take these creams. They have all the breads.
Okay. So here, one thing I want to ask there, that actually nowadays there exists some confusion on XML and Jetpack Compose, as Jetpack Compose is totally new and not that much popular. Maybe it's popular, but not that much using in production at that time. So,
Mhm.
obviously, we all should start with XML. So, what should they approach? Who are just starting Android development? How the approach he or she should take that? How to learn XML first? After understanding what kind of knowledge is, then he or she should go for the Jetpack Compose thing, or uh,
Okay.
vice versa.
Mhm. Yeah, so once you start, first of all, you start with the XML because XML will not
Mm-hmm.
go for soon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For the coming time, I think 1 or 2 year, at least I'm not saying ki there is a any company who will leave the XML very easily, because the previous code base is in XML, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, maybe a chance ki they start with a new code base with a Jetpack Compose. Many companies they are doing, I think Cred have done and Twitter have done.
Twitter
They
have
have
done.
starting the news code bit into Jetpack Compose, and I think there is a Spotify is also starting doing. But those are
Okay.
not like they have completed their whole app is migrated into a Jetpack Compose. They have tried the one or two screen. They have figure outing the matrices like what is the lag, screen lag, and what kind
Mm-hmm.
of code integration they need. Even Unacademy is also adopt a Jetpack Compose. They have made almost 2 or 3 screens in production
Okay.
right now in a Jetpack Compose. So yeah, so we are figure outing the way we are in the phase of basically transition, not transiting. Basically, we are in the phase of basically calculating the matrices of the Jetpack Compose key, how the Jetpack Compose is working on production, right?
Okay.
So all these things are there, but for the fresher I would say ki first start with the XML. Make your
Mm-hmm.
project with the XML,
Mm-hmm.
at least 2 or 3 projects which you can showcase in your resume, right?
Okay.
For the XML, make 2 or 3 projects. Once you make the 2 and 3 projects, then you are if you feel ki, okay, I am more confident in the XML, I
Mm-hmm.
am able to use make whatever UI I want to make. I can make the things whatever requirement come, right? I
Mm-hmm.
can make, right? So and also I would say ki 3 projects for your resume. It means not like ki you just make a notes app or all these stuff. Good projects,
Good
right?
projects. Okay.
Notes, yeah, notes app and all these like if you are thinking about those projects, so I will say make at least 20 to 30 projects. So once you make these
Understandable.
yeah, that much of projects, then you are more confident about okay, okay, I can make those UIs, right?
Mm.
Once you make those UI on XML, you are confident with the XML, then start switching on the Jetpack Compose. Because you don't gonna get any kind of question regarding to Jetpack Compose. Even any company is saying ki if it is a positive point to have your Jetpack Compose skill, so they don't gonna ask any question from Jetpack Compose. If you are say them ki okay, I am just exploring it,
Mm-hmm.
I have little bit of knowledge, gonna just ask you okay, what is composable, what is a composable life cycle,
Mm-hmm.
only that. Not
Okay.
even if you don't say anything ki okay, I don't have knowledge, then they don't gonna rate you negative for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So focus on the things which can take maximum, right? like अगर अगर 2 चैप्टर है जिसके अंदर से अगर एक चैप्टर पढ़ करके 90% आ रहा है, तो क्यों पढ़ना 10% के लिए उस चैप्टर को? so
Got it.
so if you have a time or passion, then you can explore Jetpack Compose. If you didn't have time, so I would say
Go for
stick in the
XML.
XML is there,
Hmm.
yeah. For the 2 years at least, go with the XML.
Okay. So here you have told that to build some good projects. So can you give some project ideas that what kind of project one should build if he as he is a beginner? So how he should think about?
Okay. So see, one thing, basically, one thing is your imagination, right? If you,
Mm-hmm.
if you, if in your real life problem, you are basically. as an interviewer, I love to see new projects, right?
Hmm.
Whatever whatever you have learned, you are solving some real life problem. So
Okay.
like me, I basically figure out ki in COVID there is a issue of the basically vaccination, right?
Mhm,
Vaccination slots. People are not getting vaccination slot.
mhm,
Even they
mhm,
got, so they are not able to navigate on those places. So that was the problem. I figured out ki okay, that was the problem with the vaccination wala
hmm,
thing, right? So, or even Arogya Setu app is not like ki they have a Google Map integration and all.
hmm.
So that kind of thing I figure out. Then I make the app of COVID co map karke. There is a app
Okay.
uh, I made. Then I try to publish it on Play Store, but there is a strict guidelines for the COVID
Mhm.
apps on Play
Exactly.
Store. So
They were not allowed at that time.
yeah, so I didn't able to publish, but I publish it on the GitHub. I basically share the APKs on GitHub,
Mhm.
and so yeah, these then there's a one app Kaam Wala karke I made. Ki, like
Okay.
in my home nearest people who have a basically plumber or like all the people which need for the daily life there is a home problem, right?
Mhm.
Home में अगर घर में कुछ भी problems होता है like electrician, plumbers, there's a इस्त्री वाले भैया, right? There's a
Mhm.
lot more people, right?
Mhm.
So अगर वो उनकी जरूरत पड़ती है, सो वी डोंट हैव अ नंबर, राइट, ऑफ दोज पीपल्स. सो वो उनके नंबर्स को पिन के साथ रखना, राइट, दैट इज द आइडिया ऑफ दैट ऐप. सो वो ऐप बनाया, दैट्स नॉट वर्क वेरी वेल, बट
Okay.
ठीक है. I try to solve that problem, right? So that the whole context about. So I make a Firebase as a server, and then I
Mhm.
try to solve this problem. So whatever the real life problem you are facing, right, and you try to solve those problem by your technology, by your
Mhm.
skill, Android skill, right? If you are able to do these stuff, then you already stand out from the big crowd, right?
Hmm.
So that is the one thing I will suggest. After that, once you don't have a imagination, because many people don't have that much of imagination, right? So for them, I will say ki there is a lot more public APIs. Like Spotify have a public API for their song for the developers, right?
Hmm.
Go and make a clone of Spotify. Make a clone of at least 10 app, right? Then
Mhm.
once you mention this thing ki, okay, I have make the 10 app clones, then you will get ki, okay, at least interviewer have a shock ki, okay, that's make a 10 app clone. So
Hmm.
they're gonna visit your GitHub, and then they're gonna see ki, okay, how you are building those things, right? How you have write the code, right? Then I will say ki, if you make any projects, I will say make the README file. Make the README
Hmm.
file awesome, right? Project is not about writing code. Documenting the code is more important than the writing code, right? Because
Okay. Okay.
once you are writing the code and you are don't documenting it, it's like you are growing a one plant and you are getting the fruits, and after getting the fruits, you are just wasting it. You are
Hmm.
just basically throwing here and there. So that is not the thing, right? You should love about your project, right? You should basically make document it well. So once any person go to your repository, they could understand ki, okay, what is this project about. Put the video of your project demo app.
Okay.
So get to know ki, okay, what should be the UI like, right?
Mhm.
Then they go and visit the code, or if they want, they can build your code. So that thing will help you to make your project stand out from the other developers, right?
Okay.
Then
Okay.
other thing I will say ki, once basically you're basically making the clones and all this stuff, right? Then there is a one more way, right? Ki, for making the projects, ki basically you don't have a good idea, right?
Hmm.
But there's a many people who have a good idea, but they don't have an Android skill, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
For the
Hmm.
if you are going for the internship on the internsala,
Like
they will
people's like
they,
early stage startup.
yeah, they have an idea, but
They
they
have
don't have an
idea.
Android.
Huh.
Yeah. So I would say go and join them, make a project for them, right? You get the unique idea, and
Hmm.
they will get the MVP, right?
Hmm.
So they have a win-win situation, right? Both
Mhm.
have a win-win situation. So use these kind of situation, and you will have a crazy amount of project, I think. Yeah.
Hmm. Cool. So Bhaiya, now I am coming that what is your long-term goal or vision of Android, and what you want to do in your career with Android in future, and what we in short what your future career plans, if you want to say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so everyone loves about the there is a two parts, right?
Mm,
You can continue your career with the IC, individual contributor, right?
mhm,
And you can continue with the management wala stuff, right?
mm,
Once you get become lead, right? Lead developer, then you have a two ways. You can go with the principal engineer, then architecture engineer, and then you can carry forward with this life.
mhm,
And or otherwise you can go with the managerial stuff, right? Manager, senior manager, then
mm,
director,
mm.
then this kind of stuff, right? But I love to be as a IC. I love to make the things right. I will continue with the IC wala stuff. I
Mhm.
will love to become a principal engineer, then architecture engineer, then love to become the in that part, right? I see wala
Okay.
part. I don't want to leave the fun of coding the
Mhm.
coding. That is the thing I love. So I will go with that part. Yeah.
Okay. Your journey and everything is pretty inspiring for sure. Bhaiya, I have seen on your profile that you have joined on Ujala Power System Private Limited and EMA Electronics and done
Yes.
some many internships you have done. So,
Mhm.
can you give a short context on these companies that how you have got?
So see, basically, I love to solve the problems, right? That is one of the thing. So
Hmm.
Ujala Power is my father company, right? Father's company, right? So
Okay.
he have a basically company of batteries, right? So
Okay.
he's a manufacturer of it. Then I basically try to figure out the problem, ki what kind of problem they are facing on, and I propose a solution. Ki okay, I
Hmm.
can make Android app for you, right? So then I make a basically one small attendance app for them. So that was the app. Then after that, college needed us internships, those kind of stuff. Then I take the internship wala certificate from him, but I make the small attendance of app for him. And right now they are using I'm basically thinking about कि, okay इसके अंदर बग क्यों नहीं आ रहा, क्योंकि I write that code very old and अभी तक वो चल रहा
Understandable.
है. So
Just
I'm
like
pretty
spaghetti
surprised.
code.
हाँ, आई एम प्रीटी सरप्राइज कि मैंने इतना गंदा कोड लिखा और वो चल कैसे रहा है. सो या, so that is the first app, first internship all about, right? Then
Okay.
I apply for the MR Electromatic. That is a basically weighing machine company. They have experimenting lot of things. Then they have a basically idea of making Android app which
Hmm.
basically shows the weight, right? Weight of the your weighing, right? You can share the weight on the by using Bluetooth or whatever. You can share on
Okay.
the your mobile. So you, or even they have an international standard of weighing, and they showing those things into mobile app. So they have a connectivity of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and many more things. So I
Okay.
make app for them. So that was the MR Electromatic. That was a intern sala. I think from there I got that internship.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Okay.
then there is a intern sala से ही मुझे I got the internship of Tap-In. So Tap-In is the basically company who have a basically app of uh, showing the articles, right?
Okay.
Articles of Bloomberg, Forbes magazine, and many more companies, right?
Hmm.
They show those articles. Then though you can also use as a audio. You can read a hot articles, right? Hot article headlines. So that is the thing. So here there is a app, but I implemented a few things there. I try to implement a MVVM architecture there. Then I try to implement a bookmark, then save. Then there's a lot more features I made in
Okay.
couple of months. After that, after completing that, I basically get into the one of my companies, sorry, college startups. One of my college professor, they have a startup of Marvino. So
Okay.
they told us, okay, that is a startup which is a basically home control home automation startup, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they are thinking about that, and they catch me and they tell me, okay, you have knowledge about Android development, make Android for me. And from there I learned a lot about basically making product from zero. I work as a product manager there. Basically
Okay.
I
Okay.
make the
Okay.
product. I make UI. I first time I use XD to make UI. Once I
Okay.
get make UI, then after that I make the project, and then I connection, Wi-Fi connection, socket programming, lot more thing. I learn lot more thing from them. So after that I make the Marvino app. So that was the not an internship. That was a uh, kind of, you can say, project
A
with the
project.
company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that.
Uh,
Just like a part
that
time, you have done that.
you are making a project for your loved ones. So that is
Mm-hmm.
that kind of
That's
project.
a thing. Yeah. Okay.
So
So
after that, I
yeah.
figure
Right.
out ki internship is not a way to making money. So so I start doing a freelancing. So in freelancing, I love doing that, because you are getting the decent amount of money with your whatever skill you have. You
Mm-hmm.
get decent amount of money. So yeah, and that's the love. That's I start loving about freelancing. Yeah.
Okay. Really great. So here now, can you share your thought on community contribution, that why one should contribute towards community, and how why it is important?
Mhm. So see, in a in your career, right? Once basically when you complete your basics, right? You complete your basics of Android app development, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever technology you are using, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you complete your basics, then start reading the articles which provided by the Google, or whatever the parent company who owns those technologies, right? Start reading the official documentation. Then once you start reading official documentation, then you figure out ki okay, there is a multiple things, right? I'm not able to understand, right? But read those things. Even I am not able to read the things and understand in a one step, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a one go, I am not able to read the article and got understand everything, right? But try to read this, right? Try to goes on those concepts ki okay, is concept mein kya tha, then go back to article. Then you will find ki okay, there's a many of the medium article, many of stack overflow answers which gonna help you, right? So this is the basically cool thing about programming. This is the cool thing about your community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the community you are getting that support, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
basically whenever you feel ki okay, there is a issue with the, let's suppose, griddle daemon, right? So you just basically copy pasting the issue, or you are getting the answer.
Mm.
So see what is crazy thing, you just think about ki okay, if you don't get that article, don't get that answer, you're gonna waste your 3 or 4 days just for
Yeah,
solving those problems.
exactly.
So just think about that. Once you think about that, you will love about ki okay, if I found any single answer, new answer, right? You
Mm-hmm.
will go and you will put that into the Stack Overflow. If you think about deeply, you will sit and in silent, you think about that. Once you will think about that, you will crazy, you will love about the community, right? That is the thing. Basically, let me give you one more example. For example, if you will see C++, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically C++ वहीं पे compiler बना, and after that we are evolving to that stage,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Machine level programming 0 1, from there to there, that is a basically huge journey we have covered, right? Because of the community, because of we make the things, right?
Yeah.
We basically make the thing and share the things, share the knowledge. That's the cool thing about the programming community and programming industry. That's a whole industry, tech industry, right? Basically once basically, for example, if you are making anything, right? If you are making a view pager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have some custom animation, right? And if you want to make it on your own, you're gonna waste your 3 or 4 days just to writing the animation, custom animation, or just writing your view
Exactly.
poser, work like that. And anyone have wasted their 4 days to basically make those things. For you, just you can implement it in a 1 second, right? You just have to add a dependency and you are ready to go. You are ready to go. Your code is ready to go in for production,
Exactly.
right? Your basically that's the cool thing about the community. So start learning first, learn first, and then start give back to community.
Community.
That's
True.
the cool good. Once you start giving back to the community, you are not only giving back, you are gaining lot of knowledge.
Lot of knowledge.
you
Exactly.
you will talk to many people, many mindsets, right? Even basically I try to me and my friend Ankit, we try to start a one talk sessions
Mm-hmm.
where we basically Rapex was there. I think Android world we now change as a name as Android. So we basically try to take sessions on the different stuff of technologies, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
coroutines and different topics. We take
Mm-hmm.
the sessions and we try to share our experience of with the coroutines flows and Jetpack Compose, whatever we learn, we share our experience with that technology, right? So that was in those session I figure out there is a lot more questions we got,
Mm-hmm.
like we never think of. Even I go to my home, I take the note of those questions and I try this out, and if I found something new. So that's a cool thing about the community. In the community, basically you will learn faster. After you basically finish
Yes.
your basic stuff, faster way to learn is contribute in community, be with community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Bhaiya. And for today, there is one last question for you. That any tips you want to share for us aspiring Android developer, or just or for those who loves Android?
Yeah. So see, always think about having fun with technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you create that skill of having fun with the technology, then you're gonna make a crazy amount of difference in yourself, right? As compared to the other person who don't have a uh, uh, basically don't have a that much of fun with the technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
So see, I would say ki basically try many things, right? And try figure out the thing which you love most, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the one of the thing which gonna differentiate you, because nowadays, see, many of the people, because of the good package or good thing they are
Mm-hmm.
coming into the tech.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone is not gonna sustain, right? Everyone are
Exactly.
not gonna get that much of exposure, because they don't have a passion in that, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
just coming for the good incentives, right?
Mm-hmm.
But uh, but but everyone not got that much of good incentive because of that, because they didn't have that much of passion about the technology, right? So first
Exactly.
of all, any industry, if you are going in any industry, try to collab with your passion or your nature of your nature, right? Like everyone have a some nature coming from from God, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a nature of somebody love to speak different people, right? So first of all, try to figure out your passion, try to analyze yourself, what is your nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once your profession mixed with your nature, right, then you're gonna make the crazy stuffs, right? That everyone gonna appreciate you for those things, right? So I will say ki first figure out the things, right, and figure out technology. After that, start reading, don't look back, don't be in the FOMO ki I am just I am the person who is not reading Jetpack Compose, who is only
Mm-hmm.
only reading XML, everyone is far better than me.
Mm-hmm.
You just accept every morning, just accept I am zero, but I'm gonna kill everything. I gonna do whatever crazy amount of things I can do.
The
So
killer
just go
attitude.
start start with that mindset. okay, I will do whatever is needed,
Yeah.
right? I'm ready to give my 100%. I am zero, but I am ready to give my 100% of this day, right? And you're gonna make a significant amount of difference in yourself, right? So that is the one thing I will suggest for you. Don't be in FOMO, because in technology you will always be in FOMO.
Hmm.
Everyone is in FOMO. कि I am also in FOMO कि मेरे को फ्लो नहीं आता, मेरे को कोरूटीन्स आता है सिर्फ. So don't be in that. Everything is fine. Whenever you get the chance to implement flow, you will
Hmm.
definitely learn 1 or 2 days. There is a no big thing, right? But just clear your basics. Once your basics is clear, then everything is clear. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Bhaiya, for coming and giving such of your precious time. And thank you everyone for watching till now. And if any one of you wants to learn something more from Bhaiya, so I will put all the links or his all the social handles on the description. You can check out from there, and also all the things we have mentioned here, that all the libraries and what I can say, all the projects about Bhaiya's project on GitHub, that GitHub projects that Bhaiya will share to me, and I will put all the things on the description. So yeah, thank you, and thank you Bhaiya for coming. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sitam, for inviting me. That's a good experience. I think talk with you. There is a lot of questions you ask. I was like, okay, nice questions. Yeah, nice questions.
Actually, I have written all those questions,
Oh,
and
nice.
that what should I ask? Otherwise, I can miss any one of questions. So
You are putting a lot of efforts, man. You are doing good job. Keep up the good work, man.
actually, Bhaiya, my ideology is that people nowadays कि भाई
Mm-hmm.
अच्छे से डीएसए करना पड़ेगा, सीपी कर लो, फैंग यस डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हो, क्या करोगे, सीपी कर लो. मतलब ये
Mm-hmm.
जो फोमो है, ये मतलब किल कर रहा है सबका माइंड. आप बोलिए.
No, yeah, you're right. कि basically this is busting the whole मतलब crazy stuff you can do.
हम्म.
They are just busting the things you can do, right? They
हम्म.
are just telling you कि okay, फैंग में तुम्हें 2 लाख का पैकेज मिल जाएगा, 2 लाख पर मंथ तुम छापोगे.
हम्म.
और people are crazy about the 2 lakh rupees. They are not crazy about the things you are going to do. You are
Exactly.
going to make a let's suppose you are in the entity of GoPay, right?
हम्म.
You are making the you are making the app which gonna help the millions of people. They are solving the life of millions of people. Just
हम्म.
when, for example, just suppose one thing कि before once कि पेटीएम नहीं था, फोन पे नहीं था, जीपे नहीं था, तो अगर 2,000 रुपये निकालने जाना पड़ता था तो उसके लिए 1 घंटे लगते थे.
हाँ.
1 घंटे लग करके लाइन में लग करके 2,000 रुपये निकाल करके फिर उसके बाद कुछ काम कर रहे हो आप बैंक से.
Exactly.
Now just in few clicks you done your
You are
payments
done with.
from your.
हम्म.
So that's a crazy thing you are going to make, right? Or you should proud of these things कि I had make this thing, right? And वो चीज जो है, that is more than your पैसा, because once you get enough amount of money for your survival,
हम्म.
पैसा not matter for any at all, I think.
And I
Because
think it will be a side product then, if
yeah,
we are
it's
really
a side
focusing on our
product.
skill.
Yeah, basically it's a basic. Once you start creating value for the people, then you will always making a money is the
Exactly.
always a side product. Once
Exactly.
you run behind the money, you will not never get a money. Once once you follow the skills, your mindset, your nature with your profession,
हम्म.
create a value, right,
हम्म.
for the people. Once you start creating the value, money will definitely come to you, right? That's a side
True.
product.
True.
But nowadays social media is just coming like people saying ki, okay, you will get that crazy amount of money, just you have to do DSL go. But they are not saying ki when you are going into the company, you have to solve the development problem. You are not going to,
Exactly.
okay, you have a code safe ka ye portal, or you have to solve these 4 questions. They are not going to say. Definitely they're gonna sharp you their mindset, your skill, right,
हम्म.
your coding skills. But you have to figure out ki how to do development, right? because development is the thing which is not, no, everyone is not talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone talk about that thing ki development kaise kare, how to debug the code, right? How, because that's a lengthy process, right?
Exactly.
Development is itself a lengthy process.
Sorry.
Everyone is giving you shortcut. Don't go with the shortcut never land you in your good life, right?
Hmm.
They're gonna just give you shortcut, and after what, it's a like same thing, right? Okay, once you are in a 10th class, your parents is saying कि okay 10वीं के बाद तो मजे हैं.
मजे ही
Then
मजे.
you are then you are doing a 12th, तो बोलते हैं कि ओके 12th से के बाद तुम कॉलेज में चले जाओ, फिर तो तुम्हारे मजे ही मजे हैं. देन फिर उसके बाद कॉलेज में चले जाते हैं. देन भैयाज आर कम एंड देन सेड कि ओके
एक जॉब
डीएसएल
मिल
को कर
जाए,
लो.
एक जॉब मिल
हाँ,
जाएगा,
डीएसएल
फिर
को
मजे
कर
ही
लो,
मजे.
फिर उसके बाद तुम्हारे मजे ही मजे हैं. फिर उसके बाद पता चलता है कि डीएसएल को तो कर लिया, वहां पे डीएसएल को कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं आ रहा. फिर उसके बाद मजे नहीं, वहां पे सजे हो जाते हैं सबके. तो डोंट बी इन द सजा वाला प्लेस, बी इन द मजा वाला प्लेस.
या
तो ट्राई टू फिगर आउट दोज टेक्नोलॉजी जो जिसके अंदर आपको मजा आ रहा है, राइट? सो वंस यू फिगर आउट दोज थिंग, देन उसके बाद जॉब में भी आप मजे ही करोगे. फिर उसके बाद
एग्जैक्टली
आपको वो
एग्जैक्टली.
वैसे टाइम टेकिंग नहीं लगेगा, आपको सर में दर्द नहीं करेगा वो प्रॉब्लम. वो आपको बोलेगा कि वो इंस्पायर करेगा कि ओके इसको भी सॉल्व करते हैं, फिर इसको भी सॉल्व करते हैं. सो या वो ज्यादा मजा आएगा उसको करने में, इंस्टेड ऑफ मतलब जस्ट डीएसएल को कर रहे हैं और फिर थिंकिंग अबाउट कि ओके अब तो हम प्रोग्रामर बन गए. डू डेवलपमेंट इज
कोडर्स.
मोर इन. या.
ओके भैया, थैंक यू देन, and you have given a lot of time actually, and
Yeah, no issues, bro. Definitely whenever you need time, you can connect with me
yeah,
whenever you
sure
need
भैया.
any. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.